This is Dr. Bruno, doctorarjaybe, and I wanted to talk a little bit about lifting technique. I can tell you that many times in my practice, I have had patients come in who complained about back problems, shoulder problems, etc. And when I ask them, what kind of a job they had, it's usually some type of a job where they had to do a lot of physical labor. Now, one of the things with this is a couple of things. One is sometimes it's a matter of bad technique. Now, let me move the camera back a little bit. Okay, so here's my dumbbell here. Okay, I'm putting it on the ground and I'm going to pick it up. Now in this position, what's happening is that I've just bent my back. I'm stretched out to try to pick up the weight. I'm going to try to pull it up and bring it up here. I basically did what you call a deadlift. And because I didn't bend my knees, it would be called a straight leg deadlift. It's one of those exercises that I just won't do because I think it's too dangerous. Now let's try to do it a different way. Okay, dumbbells on the ground. Let me go ahead and pick it up. Okay, now a couple things. You may have noticed that I squatted. So I did a squat instead of a deadlift, and that meant I used my knees. I lowered my body down. Why did I lower my body down? Where I have the dumbbell right now is my center of gravity. How do you find your center of gravity? Where you hold your belt. Where your belt kind of runs is your center of gravity. You have as much mass above this point as mass below this point, so this is basically the center of gravity. You want the center of gravity to be close to the weight. So when I squat down, I put my center of gravity close to the weight, and then I use my knees and my legs to push up instead of bending over and trying to use my back muscles to pull up. Now another thing is that I don't want it up here. I want it down here if at all possible. And that's because of this. You want to avoid rotations of movement. If I have the weight out here on my arms, there's rotation here, okay? If it's close to my body, there's no rotation. I can basically move my body and the weight stays with me. This is the reason why backpacks are supposed to be worn close to the body. As a matter of fact, there's usually a strap around the waist to pull the bottom of the backpack close to your body. Once you got it close to the body, basically it's part of you. And you can lift a heavier weight when it's part of you than if it's separate. So trying to hold this out in my arms, eventually my arms are going to get tired. Put it over here next to my belt buckle. I can hold this like this all day long. There's almost no weight that I'm feeling at this point. It's just kind of sitting here. My arms are just pulling it against my body. Like I said, I could hold this all day long if I had to. And then I could walk around, and what happens? The weight moves with me. So center of gravity is your strong point. Again, putting it out front, now you got this rotation of movement. Not so good, because it's going to throw you all over the place. So that's important. Okay, let me move the camera back again. Okay, so another thing that's important that I've told my patients is this. If you have a job where you're lifting, let's say 50 pounds all day long, and you're not that strong, you're going to get awful tired. So you want to basically improve your strength so that 50 pounds is light. In other words, again with the dumbbell. This dumbbell, let's see here. This is about 6 pounds of dumbbell, okay? Now let's just pretend this is a 50-pound dumbbell. never happen, I can tell you. But let's just pretend. 50-pound dumbbell. But let's just say that my limit of lifting with one arm is 60 pounds. Well, now 50 pounds is more or less about 85 to 90% of what my maximum lift is. That means I have to struggle to lift this 50-pound dumbbell. Now, if my maximum lift with one arm was 100 pounds, and now I lift a 50-pound dumbbell, that's only 50% of what I can lift. It's not a big deal anymore. As a matter of fact, weightlifters who are trying to do, exercising for strength and different things, they oftentimes will use 50% of their max lift. They find out what their max lift is for, say, like the squats, and then they work out with 50%. They do their 10 reps, their 5 reps, whatever it is, but they don't work out with 100% of their max. The thing is, you can do 100% max once or twice, but that's it. And, that's probably not enough to get in good shape. So basically, the whole idea is raise the max. If you're carrying packages all day long that are 50 pounds and your max is like 60, 70 pounds, you're going to get awful tired awful fast. If you start working out and you really get your weight ability going, and you can carry 200 pounds, let's just say, that's only 25% of your max. It's like lights. It's not a big deal. It's like a baby's weight, that's the thing. So I have told people with back, shoulder problems from working, get out the weights, start weight training, improve your strength. Once your strength is better, you're going to wind up injuring yourself a lot less. You're going to wind up getting less tired, and you're going to have less discomfort on the job. So, here's the thing, try to improve that strength so that you can deal with the job better. And then maybe it'll be a lot easier for you to do also, and you won't get, like I said, be so tired at the end of the day. Okay, thanks.